Welcome everybody to the Keys to Wisdom channel. So I want to share a little bit of work with you here from something very, very significant that Daniel John McKenna has figured out yesterday and sent it over to me. And this is basically the 7 colors of the rainbow using purple rather than violet. And after I was looking around this morning at the different things, you actually see that there's a little bit of argument going on between people in terms of Roy G. Biv and Roy G. Bip for violet versus purple. Let me put violet in here, and obviously, right, we're not seeing the same results using violet that we are seeing with purple. So as far as I go, right, the word is the authority, the ultimate authority. So it's obviously purple and not violet. Why? Because the word says so, right? Right in here. Tetrahedron, octahedron, hexahedron, or the cube, right? Icosahedron, all in here. Right, and then you got a final key of 3762, which plus 2178 would be your 6480. Right, and we basically have a double key in here, so we could also say that the dodecahedron is also in here. And now I'm gonna put in the Roy G. Bip rainbow. And again, right, we're right on track. There's what we were missing. Goes right along with what was shown just with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple. Right? And now I'm going to really make the kicker. And I'm going to put the code on it. And now you have the great year. Right here. Boom. Boom. So literally all 5 of the platonic solids, their regular forms, right, are in there. And for the 6th and the 7th, right, what is the 6th and the 7th? It's right here. The great year and the whole total deal, right? The tetrahedron plus the octahedron plus the hexahedron plus the icosahedron plus the dodecahedron plus the great year equals 40,320, right? And again, that's got a ton to do with the earth, right? So when he sent this over to me and I had started pondering the purple and the violet, right? This is all basically John 1:3, right? There is nothing made that was not made by the word, right? John 1:1, John 1:2, John 1:3, right? So right here within the word is all of it, right? And all of it basically says that the word created everything. The human beings, which is where all of the measures come from, is from the human body. the shapes, all of these shapes were created by the Word. The human beings were created by the Word. The earth was created by the Word. The moon was created by the Word. The sun, everything that there is was created by the Word. So when I did a little bit of work here on it, right, it's very obvious that the setup that Dan McKenna sent me over is the proper setup because the entire thing flows all the way, right? The Roy G. Bipp Rainbow Code, right, finishes the entire thing that started with red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple. All right, it covers all of the shapes, covers the earth, time, space, all of it. Oops, this should be 2920, right? All of that. It does the whole thing, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then when I was looking around, I put in exactly in quotes, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, and what do I come up with is that set of dice that you see in there, made of those exact colors, made of those exact shapes, except they've got 2 additional dice in there here for these 2, right, in the form of non-regular decahedrons, because there are no regular decahedrons. So they've got 2 non-regular decahedrons, which we come to once we put in the Roy G. Bipp Rainbow Code, right, to complete the entire thing, right? But then all of the other 5 platonic solids, they're all in there. So the work that Daniel sent me over was absolutely massive, and then I followed it up here and finished the entire deal. Let's see what happens when I put in the name Randall Carlson. Let's go with Daniel John McKenna. Let's pull that code back out. Another very significant number, right? Getting some very significant stuff out of here. Let's take Randall out of there. Put our code back in and see what's going on there. COD. Lots of some significant things still within it. Again, significant things, right? So it all starts right here. Boom. Very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, right? And this second key here is about the 5th being in there that you don't see, right? Roy G. Bipp Rainbow. Again, in the code. Now here we have it finished out with the great year and the entire fucking calculation all the way through. So I want to say well done, Daniel, and I'm sure that we can expand on this in many other ways, but this is super significant. The Roy G. Bipp Rainbow Code, brought to you by Daniel John McKenna, And also, we got to give credit to Randall Carlson because he's been inspiring a lot of this work here by going his videos and listening to the stuff that he's talking about and showing, right? And all of the hidden mathematics and those principles of how these sacred numbers of geometry and these shapes and earth and the moon and the sun and everything comes up over and over and over and over again, and people have been building according to these numbers and different ratios all over the place. And all right, and since we have the word here, when I start seeing all the numbers and everything that Randall Carlson is talking about, I said, well, I know where that math is hidden. It's all within the word, right? So I'm just showing you that basically right here in as straightforward type of fashion as it can be shown, right? We're now here combining the colors of the rainbow to the numbers of all of the shapes and earth and the moon and the great year and time. It's just so many different things covered within what I just showed you here. So luckily enough, we've got enough expertise in the world today here to be able to put together something like this to show everybody, right? There's let's look at the simple gematria and see if there's anything going on in there. Simple is at 648. Wow. Simple's at 648. Let's take the code off. Should be minus 27, 621. Maybe a light deal. All right. That's a little bit significant too, right at the level of 648. Some of the different geometric shapes created by using the combinations of these letters here within it. But luckily we've got everything that we need now within the world and within the word to put it all together and show all of the stuff. Right now, there was something similar I had put out. Let me just try something real fast here. So we're at 18117. I'm looking at some stuff that I had written down when I first started messing with this deal here. Let's go decahedron, tetrahedron, octahedron, hexahedron, icosahedron, and one great year. Boom. Same finisher key. Right? Is what I had just expressed there. So this is another way of saying the same thing. 720, 1440, 2160, 3600, 6480, right? 25920, 40320. Same final key. What do we add? It's simple here, right? Be a 693. 351 Pythagorean. Some little bit of significant stuff in there, but in the fine large fish, that's where it's all shown. So This again here is the same thing. Right, I'm arriving to the same key. 18117. Tetrahedron, octahedron, hexahedron, icosahedron, dodecahedron, and one great year. So that's about a wrap on that for now, but I'm sure that we can expand off of it. I just want to say well done, Daniel, and also give some of that credit to Randall Carlson for inspiring us to begin doing some work here on the sacred geometry of basically all things. The sacred geometry within the Word, the sacred geometry within the human body, the sacred geometry within all the platonic solids, and the shapes, and the sacred geometry within all the buildings everywhere in the world, and the sacred geometry within the earth itself and the other bodies such as the moon and the sun, and on and on and on and on and on, right? The applications of this can go on and on and on and on, and we're just now starting to scratch the surface in terms of applying the word to these things. So with that said, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you think that's something you should do. Then have a nice day.